Groaning from the effort, I finally managed to pry my eyes open as I reached for the kettle of coffee. Thank heavens for coffee. As the hot liquid makes its way slowly down my stomach, my alertness gradually comes back to me, and with that I finally become aware of the sound of whispering in the other room.
Did she drink straight from the kettle?
I think so.
Honey, no, that's hot. That's a little too hot. Put it in a mug, please.
It sounds like an intense argument, albeit in deliberately low voices so that I can't make out any words, even when I try to listen intently. Who is arguing already at such an ungodly hour? 2 of the guards? Is that what woke me up so early today? Feeling my anger flare up, I set down my cup and marched my way to the door, determined to give the guards a stern talking to. Do you know what time... Stopping dead in my tracks, I choke on my words as I hear a distinctly female voice raise in volume, and then Elsa's gentle whispering.
Uh-oh.
A woman? I wasn't aware there were any other females in this house. In the last week I've stayed here, there were never any female visitors either. Did he bring home a lover last night? A strange feeling washes over me. I should have expected this behavior from him, so this should have come as no surprise at all, yet I find myself disappointed and oddly upset, not merely offended at his disrespectful behavior. It's the same inexplicable feeling that drives me to push the door slightly open so I can peek out at this mysterious woman arguing with Elsa. To my frustration, Elsa is blocking her from my sight so that all I can see is just wavy blonde hair and an arm waving wildly at him as she spoke. Damn it, move aside, Elsa! I mumble under my breath, trying to discreetly adjust my angle of vision so I can satisfy my curiosity. The woman unexpectedly raises her voice again, sounding suspiciously close to tears, and I can't help but overhear their conversation.
How could you? How could you avoid me like this after all the nights we spent together? Did they mean nothing to you? Nothing at all?
Wait a minute. Is that...
No, you know it's not like that. I'm sorry, Snowflake. Snowflake. Okay. I genuinely am. I never meant to hurt you. Please, just leave. I thought I made it clear when I ended things with you weeks ago that it would be the last time we ever met. Is this because of the princess you've been chasing after? Listen, fucking Elsa, please, forget the marriage alliance. You don't need some princess to make your dreams come true. I can. You know my husband left me more money than I can spend in a lifetime. I can give you anything you want, whether it's jewels or fine clothing or the best wine in the land. Just let me be your sugar mama. Just come home with me.
I was definitely right. This is one of Snow's lovers, or rather, judging from their conversation, one of his past lovers. And her name is apparently Snowflake. That's... I shake my head in disbelief, half in amusement. He really is as much of a heartbreaker as the rumors say. Part of me considers stepping out from my hiding place, hoping that my presence would help them chase the girl away, but part of me wants to watch the whole scene unfold. My decision is made for me when Snow replies in a much louder voice than before, his tone cold as ice.
I'm sorry if I ever misled you about my feelings and intentions. I deeply apologize, but it doesn't change my mind about this. Perhaps, once upon a time, I would have been tempted by your offer, but not anymore. I appreciate your generosity, but what I want is one thing you can never give me. Please, just leave. Before Charming wakes up, I don't want her to have the wrong idea about me. I need this. I beg you, don't ruin this one and only chance I have.
She whispers something too softly for me to make out, but I'm no longer interested in their conversation. My mind is still trying to process all that I've overheard just now. What was the one thing...
It just sounds like a woman trying to, reverse... Is reverse gold dig a thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's desperate to be a sugar mama.
Is love the one thing that he wants, or...
Maybe?
Because it doesn't sound like... It sounds like he broke up with her a few weeks ago, so obviously it wasn't Princess Charming's ball that was the reason why he broke up with her.
Yeah, he broke up with her for his own reasons.
Yeah.
Weeks prior would have been way before the ball.
Yeah.
I almost said the brawl.
The brawl. Duke it out.
Fight to court her.
Fight, kiss.
Yes.
What was the one thing he wanted? Why was he so vague about it? What exactly is Snow hoping to get out of our alliance?
Elsa,
Get out of our alliance. He did say getting back to his rightful crown was merely one of his reasons. I thought it would be the biggest one, but from what I gather, it seems more like an afterthought. There is something important he is hiding from me.
a curse.
A frustrated sigh snaps me out of my daze. Peeking around the ajar door, I notice Elsa has finally persuaded Snowflake to leave. He slumped over in the chair, his head in both of his hands.
Aw.
His usual carefree, frivolous demeanor has disappeared into thin air, leaving behind a man who frankly just looks exhausted, with the weight of the world on his shoulders. My suspicion dissipates for the time being, my heart clenching at the sight. Before I can change my mind, I call out to him. Good morning, Elsa. He looks up with a start, and a genuine smile lights up on his face.
Good morning, Charming. Did you sleep well?
I shrug in response. Elsa's eyes narrow, gauging my expression, and he gives another resigned sigh.
How much did you hear?
Surprised by the sudden question, I stutter as I try to decide whether I should admit I had been eavesdropping on them and confess what I heard. We're going to be honest.
Yeah.
Most of it, I think. I believe her knocking or your conversation was what woke me up. There's a moment of silence as Esla processes my words. Finally, he gives me a gentle, apologetic smile.
I'm sorry you had to hear that. Thank you for your honesty. I really appreciate that you were upfront about overhearing our conversation. See, good thing we were honest.
Yep. Relieved that Elsa doesn't seem to be angry at my eavesdropping, I move to sit beside him. I'm sorry, it was not my intention to listen in on your private conversation.
No, I should be the one apologizing. I realize how unpleasant this is, considering this is our courting period. I assure you this will never happen again. I will make sure that Snowflake and I are both on the same page about the end of our relations.
Thank you. That's a considerate offer, but you don't have to go through such lengths. You can put this matter out of your mind, just like I already have.
You are very kind, Princess.
Well, I appreciate that you have broken off your affairs before courting me, and I also appreciate the efforts you took to take care of this situation. I have nothing to complain about.
I know most girls would be most displeased about this. I must say I'm very relieved you are not angry with me about my less than attractive history with women. Yeah, that just means you got experience, honey. Still, I cannot risk losing my chance at winning your heart. I will do everything I can to make sure what happened today will not repeat in the future.
At this opening, I immediately grasped the opportunity to ask for more information. Can I ask you a question?
Please do.
What are your reasons for marrying me? Why do you have such a great desire to be married to me in particular?
Under first.
Yeah. I don't believe that is as simple as the fact that you have to fulfill your father's condition to return home. Otherwise, I'm sure there are many other princesses or wealthy noble ladies who would have married you eagerly ages ago. He gives me a thoughtful smile.
Yes, you're right. I need you specifically, and no one else, because of your magic. I fucking called it.
Yep. Taken back by his blunt answer, I repeat dumbly. My magic? Why? I'm not allowed to teach you magic even if you marry me. You know that, right? Outsiders aren't allowed to be taught magic. Heavens, even half of the lower nobles don't even have an ounce of magical ability because they could not afford lessons. After all, it is extremely expensive to afford a fairy tutor.
No. I'm not seeking to learn your magic. I need help undoing a bit of magic.
What? How is that possible? You should have never
English.
Never have even come across any magic in your life at all. We have worked very hard at keeping magic a secret amongst ourselves in Lunar Kingdom.
My stepmother was previously a part of the aristocracy in your kingdom.
Oh.
I knew it.
My jaw drops at the implication of his words. You mean, your stepmother cast a spell that you seek to undo?
Yes.
I rack my brain trying to remember if any notable witches of royal bloodlines in my kingdom have left our kingdoms for marriage, but I can't recall any such instance. Curse that old fool of a teacher, I can't believe he neglected to mention this in our lessons. And Nickel, too, how can he not tell me about this? I'm sure he must have heard it somewhere, he loves keeping up with the latest gossip in court. Speaking of Nickel, why not just go to one of the fairies in Lunar Kingdom for help? Why go to all the trouble of marrying me?
I have tried seeking help from other magic practitioners.
Practitioners.
Practitioners. English is hard.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I believe the only one powerful enough in this land to accomplish what I require is you.
Despite my disbelief, I can't help but preen a little at the compliment. I see, but it doesn't quite explain why a marriage is necessary. I would gladly offer my assistance if you had just sent me a letter.
This is the best way. I need to marry you because the caster of the spell, my stepmother, resides inside the royal palace and never steps foot outside. We must both be allowed to stay in the palace for some time to be able to investigate her and look into this problem. Even if I had chosen to marry a different noble lady to fulfill my father's condition, so I would be allowed to return to the palace and invite you to stay for diplomatic matters, you would not be allowed to stay long before arousing suspicion, which is the last thing we want. Therefore, my only solution is to marry you, to give us both a reason to live in the palace for an extended period of time, so that we can both find a way to undo my stepmother's magic. Moreover, I have heard that you are also in desperate need of a marriage to a prince. The truth is, my stepmother is controlling most of the power in the kingdom right now, taking advantage of my father's weak state. I am uncertain if she will ever let me even breathe in the direction of the palace as long as she lives. If you help me undo my stepmother's curse and expose her for the witch she is, she will lose her power and can no longer stop my father from reinstating me as crown prince. I will be allowed to take my rightful crown and title back.
Maybe she cast a spell on the father.
That's what I'm thinking, that she cast a spell on the father to make him sick or indisposed somehow.
It's like Arl Eamon all over again.
Yeah, God. Well, hopefully his dad is nicer and a better person than Arl Eamon.
Yeah.
I do not like him.
No.
When I am coronated as king, our nations can be allied, just as you wished. We can kill two birds with one stone with this marriage, if you decide to help me.
I don't quite know how to respond to that. It's clear Snow has put a lot of thought into this plan before.
Imagine if she didn't pick him, though.
I know, that would be horrible.
It'd be like, can you imagine hinging all of your hopes on this one thing?
And this one dance.
This one dance, this one chance to charm this chick. No wonder he laid it on so thick.
We might have to play this over again and over again to see what the other two...
Yeah, like what happens when you pick...
Myrrh definitely wouldn't get his voice back until we date him.
Yeah,
and
like...
Rapunzel probably wouldn't get out of the tower.
You probably have to go on some wild search for Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Just damn. Okay, the plot thickens. I want to go on AO3 now too. I apologize. I realized I should have told you about this before I started courting you. However, I was wary of trusting someone I barely know with this important secret of mine, so I decided to wait. I hope you will understand and forgive my withholding of information. If this is too much for you, I understand. If you want to bring our relationship to an end, I would not hold it against you.
Elsa's head is bowed low, looking humbled. Still trying to process the information, I hold up a finger to let him know I need a minute to think. I suppose I should be angry that Elsa kept such a huge secret from me, especially when it would involve me in a situation I did not sign up for.
She was looking for this exact situation with frickin'
Yeah,
Mermaid.
she was.
So, really, she should not be complaining.
Right? You get all of the things. You get a prince, you get help for your kingdom, you get an adventure.
You get the fucking curse that you can break, and you get to be all noble and the hero. You're winning all the sides here, honey.
Yep. Yet, I can see where he's coming from. This certainly is no simple matter. Accusing a queen of witchcraft in kingdoms outside of Lunar Kingdom is equal to treason. Part of me is secretly happy that Elsa has trusted me with this, although we have only known each other for a short period of time. The question is, now, should I help him or not? I must ask, what kind of spell is it?
I'm not certain, but I believe it may be a curse. A dark curse.
Heavens. I try and fail to suppress the leap of excitement inside at the idea of a curse.
Nice.
How exciting! Oh, wait, that wasn't spoken.
I was about to say, did she say that out loud? That'd be horrible.
She did for me. Elsa eyes the eager look of interest on my face with a hint of confusion and amusement.
I see that you may need more details before you make an informed decision.
I nod enthusiastically, though my mind has already been made up. As if I could ever turn down the chance of being the one to break a dark curse.
Well, to be more precise, it is a curse of death on my lips. Oh.
Oh. Excuse me? I certainly was not expecting that.
Well then, how should I explain this? My stepmother kindly informed me about the effects of the curse while gloating about what she has done. My lips are cursed. The first kiss fucking English. God damn it. My lips are cursed. The first kiss numbs the person's heart to feelings. The second makes the person forget, and the third kills them.
What? I would have burst out laughing if it weren't for the serious expression on Elsa's face. That is a ridiculous curse. The idea is ludicrous. I have never heard of anything like it. Impossible. He must be mistaken. Most unusual. I finished my sentence politely.
Well, thank God for that. I assure you, I am not jesting. That is the effect of the curse. My previous lovers all knew that they could not kiss me on the lips, though they did not know why.
I find it difficult to wrap my mind around such a curse, but the reappearance of that glint of hollow sadness in his eyes convinces me. Suddenly I understand the brief flashes of loneliness and deep sorrow in the depths of his eyes, and even his flirtatious, frivolous attitude. How difficult it must have been to live with the burdens of such a curse, to let the heavy secret weigh down in his soul, yet never speak a word to another for fear of being burned at the stake, to maintain a careful distance from even his most intimate lovers. He also couldn't go down on anybody.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Are they specific on lips here? I mean, is it just any lips, or?
There's an odd feeling in my chest as I try to imagine being in his shoes. Originally, I chose him out of my usual sense of responsibility to help the ones who can't help themselves, to do what no one else can. Yet now, somehow without my noticing, my reason has slowly changed. In the last week, I have genuinely come to respect and enjoy being with Prince Elsa. I want to help him because he is my friend. I want to restore the usual bright smile on his face. Alright.
And you want to hop that cold dick.
I will do everything in my power to help you. You have my word. In fact, I will marry you right now.
What?
Yeah, what? His jaw slackens, and if it weren't for the severity of the moment, I would have laughed loud at his expression of shock. We can get married now if you wish, so we can head to your palace immediately and begin our investigation.
What?
Elsa looks uncharacteristically flustered, and it seems to increase with every second.
No.
No?
I mean, yes. I am extremely desperate to break the curse, as you know. I would also love to marry you. You have no idea how happy it makes you to hear this, but no, not like this.
What do you mean? Why not?
Just let me have this month to court you. Just like our tradition dictates, please. If you still wish to marry me by the end of the month, we can get married immediately, but not any sooner than that.
I shake my head at him, baffled.
He's being all noble and shit, it's sweet.
Yeah. Shouldn't he be jumping at joy for the fact that I'm willing to skip ahead to the marriage part? I know he must be in a hurry to return home. I can see the desperation and tension written all over his face. Wait, maybe he kissed his dad.
Oh, shit.
Like on the cheek or something.
Well, I mean, then that would have affected the princess, because he kissed her on the hand.
Oh, that's a good point. Never mind.
And she's still feeling emotions and stuff.
I didn't expect you to be one for tradition.
Plus he's making out with his dad.
Also chuckles weakly as he brings my hand up to his mouth and presses a kiss on the back of my hand.
See? I'm usually not, but it seems like when it comes to you, I don't quite act like myself anymore.
Caught off guard, I can't hide the blush that covers my cheeks and mumble quietly. I still don't understand why you want to delay our wedding.
Don't misunderstand me. I appreciate what you offer, truly, but I can't accept yet. You should at least spend a month with me during our courting period to decide if you can stand me or not. After all, you have to spend the rest of your life with me if you marry me. Is divorce not an option in your world?
I guess not.
I care about you. I know you have a great desire to help people, but I don't want you stuck in a miserable marriage just because of a momentary urge to help this poor lad.
Elsa is gazing at me with such an uncharacteristic gentleness that I find myself giving in. Fine. Whenever you change your mind, let me know. My offer still stands. Elsa takes my hand and presses a kiss to the back.
Thank you, Princess Charming. You really are an angel sent from the heavens.